Welcome back to World of Warcraft. We're continuing the journey of the Undead Warrior. You can see someone's already here. It's a Blood Elf Paladin. I picked up a couple of quests here in Revantask Village, and we need to ride out of here and start completing some of them because there's a lot to do. Between all the quests in Jinthalor, the Snapjaws, we have to get a couple of bottles here for the gnome back in Stranglethorn Vale. Of course, the orc needs some smithing tools back. We have to hunt some wildlife. We're gonna have our hands full here for an episode, or maybe two. Not sure how much it's gonna take. It's been a couple of days since I played the warrior. We'll definitely need a minute or two to remember what I should be doing. I should be in defensive stance. The Pupelliverbus port. Pupelliverbus? That's a new interesting word. It's interesting how this quest is actually level 50, but the enemies we're fighting are level 44 and 45. I wonder if they were changed, or maybe it's an oversight. We definitely have to look out for the unique Snapjaw. Apparently she made off with the fisherman's lure. Something I can definitely tell you is we need to head to the north along the coast so we can find a little island. And this is where the basket with the ogre's lunch is. It's not that island. It's one further to the north of here. Just one more bottle. Hey, speak of the devil. So that's a quest item. This one is done. Don't really have a way to walk on water. We're gonna have to swim. Pretty bizarre though. I have no idea why the quest for the Snapjaws is displayed as level 58 when the enemies are 44 and 45. Is that a mithril deposit? No, it's a true silver deposit. Definitely mining that. I'm surprised to find ore in this area. I saw a couple of paladins riding out of Revantask village. The chances of us finding any ore is slim to none. So this is another Vilebranch troll. There we go. Probably not worth including this part of the map in your mining loop. But hey, now we know. We can get a spawn out there, so it's probably mithril. Because from what I remember, true silver is just a rare spawn. He can spawn essentially anywhere a mithril vein can spawn. Although the chance is not that bad. We're running into a lot of quicksilver. A lot more that we can use. Mostly ends up on the auction house. And in all honesty, it doesn't sell for a lot. Now this is the path leading up. We have to hunt a couple of these wolf-type creatures, the stalkers, and I think there's a quest for the owl beasts. Hey, that's another distress beacon. I think this is the third mechanical chicken we run into. HL, which stands for Hinterlands. So this is another strange egg-shaped device. And we need to take it to Oglethorpe's homing robot, who according to the quest is at the head of the river in the Hinterlands, near Skulk Rock. It's probably a troll camp. Look at that. A bucket of tools. So we didn't have to go into Skulk Rock. Unless they have multiple spawn points, that's also possible. There's a soothsayer. I'm guessing they're gonna cast spells. Which is fine, really. Blunting mace. They also carry Wildvine, although... even though it's, it appears to be an uncommon herb, it's not particularly useful either. I do remember a potion called the Wildvine Potion that restored both health and mana, but it had a wide range of possible recovery that it was almost useless. I think it was 1 to 2,000, something like that. Alright, so now what? So Saradan is probably an area with a portal to the Emerald Dream. Man, we leveled up from exploration, no less. Of all things that could have leveled us up. Important question is, where are we going to place the talent point? Puncture, perhaps? How much does Devastate cost? 12 rage. Yeah, I mean... there's also Critical Block. Increases the chance to critically hit with Shield Slam. You know what? Let's try this one. It's another Emerald Drake. I think it's best if we stay out of his path. And the music's immediately changed. I wonder if this is some type of rare enemy. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, and a lot of enemies patrolling. Jadoos. So we could enter Skullcrock, and there's a reason to do so, even though we found the toolbox. We need some supply crates, because they contain the honey ripple. And apparently moonberry juice. Can see another crate, but absolutely no sight of ore. Someone's probably been through here. It was a decent crit. The new talent's paying off. We're getting a fair amount of junk. I can't really tell if that's a good thing. Some of these grey weapons sell for quite a bit. This one's almost a gold piece. Not that we're really hurting for gold. Come to think of it, that might happen when we're done leveling our professions. Mainly engineering. Mining is just a matter of time. Engineering takes a bit more work. So there's something up above. Mithril deposit. Surprised they haven't sniffed it out yet. There we go. There's the paladin. Right, and the mithril is on the other side. So my experience so far, every time I try to explore an area a bit in between recording these episodes to find some mithril, maybe even some thorium, since we do have high enough skill for it. The only thing I see is high-level players running around. It's another soothsayer. Don't really need to go after those. What we do need to find is the robotic chicken. Probably said this before, but whoever was responsible for the sound design here, you get a gold star. Yep. So we have the rescue mission here. We need to escort it to the area where it can take off. Shouldn't really be far away. Agolwatha. Couldn't have said it better myself. I wonder what's inside the bag. 11 silver. No items. Okay, so that's a savage old beast. Surprised it went straight for the robot. It's been quiet so far. So 3 marauding old beasts that immediately enraged. Right, we're ready for takeoff. So that's another quest well done. We're gonna fight some of these old beasts. Come to think of it, now we have 2 quests to complete in Booty Bay. Flying to Stranglethorn from Raventusk is going to... Yeah, that's gonna take 10 to 15 minutes. Best if we do it off camera. This is a Skylord, which is another enemy we have to go after. We need one of the balloons. Was that a cone of gold? No, it was... What was it? Doesn't show up on the log. That is bizarre. Even knocked us back. Have we been here? Hold on, I need a moment to process what's going on. I think we found the robotic chicken. Right. We found it just to the north of here. This is where I remember the area from. Are we gonna find any honey ripple crates? Okay, only needed one. So looking at the map right now, we can go past the lodge, turn in the quest a sticky situation, after which we can loop around, deliver the head of the prophet from Sunken Temple to the exile, and finish up with the quests at the capital of Jinthalor. That sounds the best way to approach this. There's a road leading north to the Plaguelands. We're powerful enough to deal with this zone. Renji is trapped. This is probably the troll. Do we need to escort him? What? Someone's yelling. It's not an elf though. That's a dwarven name. Elstad Wildhammer. There's a vicious soul beast. We're looking for some of the Silvermane wolves. Which ones do we need? The howlers. We're gonna get to that in a moment. I'm not going to do the escort quest. I'm sure someone else will guide the troll to safety. Hold on, isn't there a path leading to the camp? Is it here? Yes. Realistically, the elf here is going to send us back to Orgrimmar because that's where the quest started. At the salvage shop.
How may I help? Till next we meet.
Finally executed. Glad to hear that. So we'll take a moment for the magic to be wrought over this precious cargo.
Good luck, friend.
And yes, we do have to deliver it to Durandroffers.
Be careful.
How are you?
I think the dwarf is drank out of his mind. We're gonna leave them to it. Whatever it is they're doing out there. Is there a point going to the Plaguelands? Honestly, not really. Caer Darrow is an area where the Skullman's dungeon is, but not much else. I doubt there's gonna be any quest for us there. I mean, even at level 60, you can get quests for Skullman's, but nothing that starts in that area. I can see here the ruin, I can see the altar of Zul. Mithril deposit? Don't mind if I do. Surprised it didn't increase our skill. We're sitting at mining skill of 256. Well, that's high enough that we can't really expect a skill up. Should be after thorium at this point. The problem is we're gonna need a lot of mithril for engineering. Mining is not the problem here. That's a warlock. She's probably contemplating entering this area. Shadra lore. There's the exile. Let's deliver the head of the prophet. There's a collar up there, not much else.
What you want?
Tamalan has been removed.
See ya later.
So his reckless trust of false visions led his people to their eternal doom. Has no home to return to. That's true, the temple is way past saving at this point. The Helm of Exile... You know, the spirit makes it pretty much useless, but if that was stamina, we would be looking at an incredible piece of gear. We're gonna pick it up just to sell it. The other option is cloth leggings. Lots of spirit, but then again,
Be seeing ya.
cloth item with spirit can see some use between druids and holy priests. Male piece with spirit, now that's a whole different story. There's a griffin. Not seeing any howlers. Should I be worried? The Altar of Zul. Where have I heard that name before? Found some wildvine. I'm not going to engage any of these. I do want to check the top of the altar here. Kiaga the Keeper and Mortagia the Keeper. Could this be the area for the quest leading to the Sunken Temple? That may have been it. What I remember from the original classic, if you prefer, or even the Sunken Temple run we did a couple of days ago, there was a boss, the Avatar of Hakar, that you couldn't really summon unless you completed a quest line. I vaguely remember that altar have something to do with it. But it could have been something completely different. Because I'm pretty sure there's another cave on top of Zinthal that's connected to that quest. Or was the Altar of Zul connected to the Mallet of Zul'Farrak? Because that's another item that has been made redundant, but I'm pretty sure the quest is still there. It's a wolf pup, but no howlers. Is someone flying above us? What was that shadow? I'm getting paranoid. Maybe it's because it's getting late. I've been up for far too long today. Okay, let's zoom out. That's much better. So according to the quest log here, most of the quests left are in the troll capital, Zinthal. No real reason to track these. I pretty much know what we're against up there. Oh, don't tell me we... Of course we can't really leave this place. And there's another Skylord. Let me actually check the music. Yeah, it's where I expected it to be. Feels a bit quiet, a bit low, but maybe that's the music track and not the overall volume. There's a ruby. Not a lot of inventory space left. We might need to sell a couple of junk. So how many junk pieces do we have? We have some weapons, we have troll sweat, everyone's favorite. That's an iron deposit. What is it doing here though? Pretty sure we should be getting mithril and thorium. Can get rid of the juice. Mushrooms. Yeah, no real point in carrying these. They're not worth anything either. Fine age cheddar. There's the ham. We've got 13 slots available, inventory slots. That should be good. Now the unfortunate part is that many of these enemies are grey. We came here at a really high level apparently. I was expecting these enemies to be close to level 50. I don't remember this area at all. Either that or it recently got changed with the new expansions. Is that a poison? Yeah. Can remove it with Heart of Noxian. Should keep that option available though. It's another witch doctor and a vessel of tainted blood. What's going on around here? Emerald ooze. Was honestly hoping for a couple of vessels of tainted blood. Maybe we have to go... Okay, we're on the higher level. There's a vessel. Berserkers, can see some soul eaters. Shadowcaster. And the Wildvine Potion I was talking about. 1 to 1500 health and mana. I think I understand the idea behind it, but not exactly an item you can depend upon. Mithril deposit, is it higher up? Wonder if I can get to it. So we have how much mithril right now? 12 pieces of ore and 29 pieces of mithril bars. That's not even remotely enough. The stairs are here. Someone cleaned up the place. Hey, that's a paladin. She's probably on the same quests. I'm tempted to invite her. Or maybe not. She's just running ahead. Hopefully I'm not gonna aggro everything. There's a solid chest for us. We also need to find another vessel. And inventory is full. I expected something like this. Let's throw away all the food that isn't worth much. There's a pumpkin. Get rid of that. Some of the meats. What else can I throw away? Definitely not the quest items. potions, that's pretty good. Oh, what is this? Shadow Cell. Honestly, that gave her a substantial amount of armor. If you consider the fact that Revenge crit for almost 1,000, but it was less than 1,000. But more importantly, where is the mithril? Alright, that gives us how much? 3? We got 15. Still a long ways to go. I do feel better about the whole mining situation right now. Another question is, what was the paladin doing? Maybe she was heading straight for the top, which is something that we should also do. So we have the Vessels of Tainted Blood. How many trolls do we need to kill? Soul Eaters, Blood Drinkers. These are probably on the higher levels. There's the Elder that was kidnapped, and Vile Princess Hex. Some really solid items. The Woven Ivy necklace. Such an iconic necklace. I remember that from Classic. Pile of bones. They're looking great. We're done with the Shadow Hunters. More importantly, we found the remains. Now what we have to find is Malcor's skull, which, according to the quest, is somewhere in here. Or maybe on the upper level. Feels pretty bizarre to enter this area on your own. These trolls, covering the entire capital city, used to be elites, and coming here was not exactly something you would do on your own. Usually you had a group of 5 people. Could try it with 4, maybe even with 3, if you are high enough level. But I remember full groups fighting their way in and clearing their way to the top. can see a cave entrance. Amanzasi guards. What are they guarding? Now I'm a bit curious. Ghost mushroom? Oh, this is not why we're here. Sharp beak. Okay, that's a griffin. Not sure what's going on here. Let's make sure we don't fall down. Hey, and we get another ruby. That has to be the altar of Zul. Right, we're on some sort of overlook. Can't really see much though. That being said, I am glad I checked out this area. A griffin in a cage. Can't really remember a quest involving Sharpbeak. Maybe it's an alliance quest, come to think of it. So the alliance have a small settlement of their own here. I have no idea what type of quests they're offered though. They're on the opposite side of the map. And of course junk. Although to be fair, we did get a ruby from that chest. A couple of potions. Shadow Word Pain. Okay. Thought it was going to be something a lot nastier. Okay, so these are level 50. That's more like it. You can see the paladin here. I'm going to go ahead and invite her. Maybe she wants to do some of these quests. But if she declined, well, she did decline. We're gonna go ahead on our own. I think the priestess is going to patrol around here. There's the elder. We must act quickly. The guards must have been alerted.
Okie dokie.
I think we can take on pretty much everything this place has to throw at us. So we need to recover the key, which is being held by Hiraya the Keeper, who is, I think at the end of the cave, right?
Later.
There's a riding wolf. What I'm looking around for is the priestess. You see patrolling inside. that corpse just despawned. I think that means whoever came through here is probably gone. Could have been the paladin. No sign of anyone else. Whatever is glowing here. Don't have a way to interact with it, so we have to move on. And we do need the key to the shackles, though. We haven't found Princess Hex or whoever has the key. And there she is. Vile Princess Hex. So that's a flask. We need the shackle key, so we should go back in the cave. This fight, even when she was an elite, the priestess was not the reason you needed a group. Maybe you could even solo her. But the entire area was swarming with enemies. Very easy to pull a lot without intending to. Sounds outlandish now, but it was not uncommon to wipe in this area, especially as you enter the cave. Inventory is full. One of the first things I'm gonna do when we reach Outland is try to get some gear with sockets. I'm gonna need some hit rating and some expertise as well. I need to look up on the database what is the name of the gem that is gonna give you both hit rating and expertise. It's probably going to be yellow? No, orange maybe. Probably orange. It's definitely not blue or purple. Or green, for that matter. She managed to parry the shield slam, which was supposed to dispel the renew effect. Yeah, and this is why you need expertise. There's the shackle key. Let's get rid of the troll sweat. Interesting. It went straight into the keyring, even though it was a quest item. The scarlet key is not. True silver. Must have spawned in the last meta or so. I wasn't looking at the minimap. Maybe I should have been. Let's hope a paladin doesn't charge in here and grab it. We need a bite of food. Health is dangerously low. I was not even expecting to be that low. How many do we have left? 17. That's fine. Come to think of it, we can get some level 55 food from the Burning Crusade. Wasn't available in Classic, but now it is. So the Elder...
Doing, man. Be seeing ya. See ya later.
He is free at last. So he thanks us. He's probably going to head back to Revantusk on his own.
Later.
And we need to return to Torntusk. She's gonna reward us. That's a solid bow, the Highland bow. And the Flask of Mojo. Yeah, both these are pretty good items. The offhand as well, although casters have access to pretty good offhands. Now bows with agility and stamina, not that easy to come by.
Okie dokie.
And let's open the quest log, make sure we've completed everything. This one is done. We need one more blood drinker. And of course, the Huntsman's Skull, which should be near the top level. Can call our mount. This area is pretty unique. Looks like an amphitheater. Not something you would expect out of a troll empire. Now, where are we gonna find a blood drinker? Is that a shadow hunter? Yep. How about here? Not one, but two. Wait, three. Got some mage weave. Does anyone know what the Flask of Big Mojo is used in? I mean, what recipe it's used in? It's not a gray item, which means it has some some use, somewhere, somehow. There's the regular flask and the large flask. And that's the final quest. We do have the Huntsman's Skull. And we can head back to Ravntusk. What I'm going to do though is end this episode here. And I'm going to take advantage of the fact that it's way past midnight. Try to get some mithril around this area. And I'll meet you back in Ravntusk for the next episode. We can turn everything in. I'm hoping we can level up. And at level 55, we have a lot of options. Maybe we head directly north to the Plaguelands. Maybe we go to Felwood. We do have a quest for Felwood that we got from Feralus, of all places. Of course, there is a quest in Maradon to go to Moonglade. There's also Winter Spring, which is also past Felwood. And we do have a bunch of quests all the way south in Ungoro Crater. Haven't made up my mind about which area we're going to continue on. I mean, continue in. But that's it for now. I'm going to check Hinterlands again for some mithril, maybe even some thorium. And I'll meet you back in Ravntusk when I'm done, when we're ready to move on. Thank you for watching the Warrior playthrough. Hope you're enjoying yourself so far, and I'll see you in the next part.